Final stretch, we're just hours away from the election day in the state's gubernatorial recall election. A late push by supporters and candidates ahead of tomorrow's decision.
With early numbers down, a push to get local Latino voters to make their voices heard, no matter who they vote for.
And a local man arrested in the nation's capital, what officers say they found and what he told them when he was pulled over. ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
The final hours, the final push. California's gubernatorial recall election day is almost upon us.
Yeah, here in San Diego, local groups making last-minute efforts to get out the vote, pushing people to make their voices heard.
And President Biden making a cross-country trip to throw his support behind Governor Newsom. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. I'm Virginia Cha.
And I'm Jim Patton. After months and months of campaigning, Election Day is almost here. But of course, voting is already underway. In San Diego County, the Registrar of Voters says more than 800,000 people have already returned their mail-in ballots.
About 9,000 have voted in person. Right now, a volunteer group with Reform California is in Escondido making calls to ask people to vote yes on recalling Governor Newsom. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie is there. Mary, people are not only looking to vote, but they're also hitting the streets in this final hours effort to get the word out.
You can see the few volunteers that are here with Reform California are inside this office here in Escondido. As you said, they are making the calls. They're picking up door hangers to take out into neighborhoods to try to get out the final word.
We have such incredible challenges here in California, and I have never done this before, but I realize it is the time.
Linda Colby has lived in California for 43 years, but says the state of the state brought her here to pick up signs and door hangers today.
I'm concerned about our children. I'm concerned about the goodness of our state. I'm concerned about businesses not being able to thrive. I'm concerned about, the high cost of living.
Those concerns driving her out to canvass people in her Rancho Bernardo area who haven't voted yet. Today and tomorrow, that's all that's left. The Yes on the Recall campaign has its volunteers and the list of challengers for Newsom's job. Each has plans to get out the final word to their supporters and anyone still on the fence. Meanwhile, Governor Newsom has the heavy hitters. President Biden will be here in the state to support him, keeping his job. Tonight, he'll attend a campaign event for the governor in Long Beach. Biden has said the recall of the governor would put the state in danger of going backwards in the fight against the pandemic. If more than 50% of Californians vote to recall Newsom in Tuesday's special election, the opponent with the most votes becomes the next governor. The latest polling, though, does favor Newsom keeping his job. Now, they tell me here they had a full house of phone bankers yesterday when they had the group here as well. They'll be out here again today, tonight until 7 o'clock. Reporting live in Escondido, Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Mary. As President Biden gets ready to campaign with Governor Newsom, Mary talked to folks who want to vote the governor out of office. Now, this morning, the candidate polling as the favorite to replace Newsom, should he be recalled, is Larry Elder. He is holding one of his last campaign events. He spoke in Los Angeles moments ago. Our latest poll shows him with a big lead over the other challengers, and that includes Republican John Cox and Democrat Kevin Paffrath.
And while candidates on both sides are making their last-minute pitches to voters, here in San Diego, one organization's urging a particular group of voters to cast their ballots, no matter which side they're on. ABC 10 News reporter Natay Holmes joining us live from Otay Mesa. And Natay, local leaders there hoping to mobilize the Latino vote.
Yeah, Jim, good morning. Now, Alliance San Diego is the group that's here this morning, and they believe that this election is critical to Californians, including the Latino community. Now, local leaders are here this morning. They're getting ready to get started in just a few moments away, but they are encouraging the Hispanic community to vote in the gubernatorial recall election. Alliance San Diego says Latino voters make up 1 of every 4 votes in the county, but if they don't vote, their voices won't be heard.
The role of a governor is to lead us on issues of climate change, of public health, of civil rights, and who that governor is going to matter. And so in this recall election, we have one question to answer, which is whether we want to recall Governor Gavin Newsom or not? That question should be decided by all of us, including Latino voters.
Now, the press conference this morning is being held at the Montgomery Waller Community Park. It's also one of the many polling locations around the county that will be open Tuesday. Alliance San Diego says as of right now, only a small number of Latino voters have cast their ballots in the gubernatorial recall election, but they are encouraging members of the community to get out and vote. The Registrar of Voters office is also allowing voters to cast their ballots at any polling locations around the county. So the group is also hoping that this will make access easier for those who still need to vote. And a list of all of those polling locations can be found at sdvote.com. In Otay Mesa, Nate Holmes, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Nate. As we've mentioned, hundreds of thousands of San Diegans have already sent in their mail-in ballots. Now, if you have too, and you may want to see whether yours has been received and where it is in the process, there's a website you can use to check. It's where'smyballot.sos.ca.gov. Voters used it during the most recent presidential election. The website can track when your ballot was sent to you and when your local elections office received it. As long as your ballot is postmarked by tomorrow, it will be accepted. ABC 10 News is your source for this special election. We'll have live coverage of the gubernatorial recall vote on air, as well as streaming all night tomorrow. You can stay up to date on your favorite device. To watch, just download the ABC 10 News app, or you can go to 10news.com.
Well, new today, D.C. Capitol Police have arrested a local man found outside of DNC headquarters with a pile of illegal weapons. Police say they noticed Donald Craighead's truck a little after midnight. They say it had a swastika and other white supremacist symbols painted on it. Police pulled the truck over after seeing it didn't have a license plate. They say they saw a machete and a bayonet inside the truck, and those are illegal in D.C. Officers say that Craighead, an Oceanside resident, claimed to be on patrol and expressed white supremacist ideology. He was arrested on weapons charges.
Now to the latest on the coronavirus and the vaccine rollout in the U.S. While vaccine makers are studying the safety of their vaccines for younger children, the FDA today warning parents to wait until those vaccines are authorized for younger children before trying to get them vaccinated. As ABC's Rena Roy shows us, the warning comes as students return to school and more cases crop up.
Steve Lance and his wife are vaccinated, but still his family of four coming down with COVID after his kids recently returned to school, even with a mask mandate.
It was just that first week of lots of contact with other kids. And it's one of those things. You send your child to school, they're in a classroom, but they're not just in contact with everyone in that classroom. They're in contact with everyone that those classmates have come in contact with.
A concern for many parents as kids resume in-person learning. The Department of Health and Human Services says more than 2,500 children are currently hospitalized with COVID-19 nationwide.
It's never been this crazy, never been this busy. It's exhausting all of us. And our biggest concern, of course, is that sick kids aren't getting the care they need.
Los Angeles, the nation's second largest school district, requiring shots for public school students 12 and up. For those younger than 12, the FDA urging parents not to get them vaccinated ahead of FDA approval, saying in part, children are not small adults.
We don't know the right dosing for kids under 12. It may be different. We haven't seen the data on safety and effectiveness in kids under 12.
The FDA promising not to cut corners in the approval process for children. President Biden doubling down on vaccine mandates, now saying businesses with more than 100 employees must require proof of vaccination or offer weekly COVID testing.
If we want our economy to be back, if we want our schools to stay in session, we've got to take steps to make sure workplaces and learning environments are safe.
In New York City, enforcement begins today for the indoor vaccine mandate.
According to the CDC, new data shows that unvaccinated people are 10 times more likely to be hospitalized and 11 times more likely to die from the virus than those who are fully vaccinated. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And President Biden, as we told you, on his way to California for that stump speech, but on the way, he is making stops to assess and address the wildfire situation in the western U.S. Biden was in Idaho this morning, where he got a briefing from federal and state officials. Idaho currently has 22 wildfires burning. And then this afternoon, he'll stop in Sacramento, where he will get an update on the recent fires that we've seen in Northern California and across the state. Drought conditions have fueled a busy fire season. Across the U.S., wildfires have burned millions of acres this year.